Everybody wants to know her name. It's obviously she's out in my league. So wouldn't you like to come with me? This is love, love, love. It's the easiest thing to do.
Right, it is Sunday night, and I'm very happy to say, Danny, hello.
Hello.
Harry, hello.
Hello.
Tom, hello.
Hello.
Dougie, hello.
Hello.
Brian McFly, welcome along to Magic Meets. So nice to have you at Magic.
Thank you for having us.
Lovely to be here.
That's good. So we have an hour of chat, silliness, reality TV, greatest hits, books, all that and more, and your choices of songs as well.
Sounds good.
Right, let's play All About You. Such a ridiculously catchy song. We'll do that and then we'll chat more.
Great. Brilliant.
It's all about you. It's all about you, baby.
It is Magic Meets on Sunday night. McFly are in, and fellas, scare me. How long have you been together now?
Well, as a foursome, it's over 9.5 years now.
That is amazing, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's good longevity in this business, isn't it? Because,
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, we're very lucky. I think my favourite thing about that is when we started, all like kind of friends or adults around us or other sort of industry people would say, so what are you guys going to do in 5 years' time when it finishes? You know, because obviously it doesn't have much of a shelf life. You know, you'd be thinking, you wait. So it's been nice to kind of prove people wrong, and for us, we want to just keep going. So
when you guys did start, and it's sort of, nice, you've started in what I call the proper way, sort of forming a band, play together, and then, write songs and then sing songs. And here you are nearly 10 years on, still doing it. Of course, people don't expect that in this industry. We've seen so much of it on telly, through Idol, X Factor and everything else, manufactured bands. I presume for a long time, did people think you were that kind of band too?
Yeah, even now, even in interviews, we get, nearly 10 years on, we still get asked about it, and, people question, our kind of authenticity as a band, and if we do write the songs, and how we, if it was kind
how
of...
much input we actually have in the band.
Yeah, they say, how much say do you have on what goes on your album? And
we're literally shocked. We're like, well,
it's like,
all of it, we're the band.
it's our band, no one else's. So
sadly, though, for a lot of kids now, that is an unknown concept.
But the thing,
which is wrong.
But we didn't realise that either. It was only a few years into our career that we realised how it worked for other pop bands or boy bands, that, there are songwriters out there, and when they have a new album out, people pitch to them, and then they go in and they choose them and they record them, and which is fine, because that's a different way of doing it. But we've never done that, so that was kind of new to us, that whole concept, when boy bands and pop sort of became popular again a few years ago. So it's a strange concept, because, as we said, we're a band, and that's how we work.
I'll never forget one of the first shows, one of the first arena shows we played, and I was talking to this guy after the party, sort of the drinks where you go and meet and greet, and he goes, yeah, you guys are great, I mean, you're good at miming. And I went, and I nearly went mad at him.
Did you punch him?
Yeah, I nearly punched him, but then I thought, well, it must be good then if you thought we were miming.
Awful though. That's the gosh, no one would have. When I was a kid, you used to go to shows and people sang.
Yeah.
There are too many times when people do turn up and mime now.
Yeah.
I don't pay money to go and watch some of mine.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like, even now we find people and we're like, I can't believe that you're miming, or like people sing with autotune on their live vocal as on their live performances. It's like people just don't know. It's crazy.
Well, look, the greatest hits is out, and it's full of just ridiculously great, catchy pop songs, which you guys have done so well. We're going to play some more, obviously, a little bit later on, but Bryan Adams, When You're Gone, you've got down as one of your choices. Now, with four of you, I don't know who's choosing this one.
Well, I think
we all
we all love this one.
sick.
Tom's mum actually is a huge,
Yeah, I mean, she's in love with
Bryan
Bryan Adams. I was taken to so many Bryan Adams concerts when I was a kid. Like, she absolutely loves him. And I think that she thinks that I'm successful now. She thought I'd made it because I've got Bryan Adams' his email address and his number. So that's it. Tom's made it. He's spoken to Bryan Adams.
And Sporty Spice was my favourite Spice Girl when they first started.
Was she?
She was, yeah.
Okay.
I know, everyone does this.
I know it's wrong of me. Really? It's like,
I always thought she was really pretty.
She's really sort of changed her image now.
Yeah, so really? I was right all along, eh?
Look at you, eh? No shell suits now, are they? Look at you can see through the shell suit.
Exactly.
Yeah, see beyond the Adidas. You can see, couldn't you? Well, let's play it. Bryan Adams, When You're Gone. Right, it's Magic Meets Elton John, Goodbye Yellow Brick Road. Another nice choice.
yeah.
What was that?
Lovely.
Amazing song.
I'll take credit for that. But I picked on behalf of the boys.
you?
I mean, Tom and I are really the Magic enthusiasts here.
I'm
I think that's
relatively new to magic.
Are you new to
Yeah.
Magic?
Yeah,
Have
since,
you only felt the magic recently?
I felt the magic recently because it's not programmed in my cars. But yeah, I found it. I was having a romantic meal with my girlfriend the other night, and you couldn't have Kerrang on or anything.
Right, no.
That wouldn't get us in the mood. So I put magic on. Then for some reason, Daydream Believer made me cry.
Yeah.
I was like, this is the best song in the world. I've known the song for years, but for some reason, I was like, oh my god, this is incredible.
I'm quite a magic enthusiast. I mean, like you're saying, the two boys are total magic enthusiasts, but I have a few bad memories with magic.
Oh, why? Oh, my God. Okay, go on. Still why?
Because coming home late in Addison Lee,
yeah, okay.
and, always ask for magic.
Right.
But there was a period in my life where I got blacklisted from the Addison Lees for being sick in the back.
I like that. It's
Actually
good.
blacklisted you.
Yeah, I got warned before I got in. You're not going to be sick, Mr. Jones, are you? Well, that made me panic more.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, no, I feel sick now. Well, I'm not even feeling sick.
Oh, dear. Right, okay. McFly are our guests on Magic Meets tonight. Got some more tunes coming up. We'll talk about the new book, Unsaid Things, Our Story. We'll talk a little bit of reality TV as well. We should do. You guys have dominated it.
Magic 105.4.
Right, Magic Meets on Sunday night. Lovely to have you listening. McFly are our guests who have pretty much been around a decade now, scarily. You haven't aged at all, really, have you?
Well,
Tom's changed shape.
I have changed shape a few times.
still trying to grow a
About yesterday, how it's harder now if you fall over to get back up again. I genuinely noticed that. I fell down the stairs the other day, and I couldn't stop myself. You know, like when you're a bit younger, you're like, oh yeah, I'm not actually going to fall over, like, and hit the ground. I actually hit the ground and then struggled to get back up again.
You know what?
How old are you, Tom?
27.
Well, you sound like you're about 87.
I know, that's like
I fell off the Stena chairlift and I couldn't get back on. Well, let's talk about the new book, Unsaid Things, Our Story. What's in it?
Everything, pretty
everything.
much. Yeah, we sort of started working on it at the beginning of this year when we were on tour. So when we were on the on the tour bus going around the country, we basically sat with the ghostwriter, the four of us. We just sat and reminisced about the past 10 years for about 2 months and just talked, and then he'd write sections, we'd edit it, and then decide to put more stuff in, and got to the point where we just thought, let's just tell pretty much the whole truth and nothing but the truth.
So, it's not often you'll get the chance to have an autobiography, and so we thought the whole point in doing one, we didn't want to do one that was just kind of like one of these pop glossy photo books which tells the same old kind of stories. We wanted, we're very lucky to have had quite a long career so far, and we wanted to do our story justice and be able to tell it the way it is, basically. And we're nice. It's lucky now because our fans are old enough to be able to understand some of the more kind of risky stories that we wouldn't have been able to tell 10 years ago. So yeah, it's an interesting process, really, and it's interesting because it's obviously there's four of us. It's not just one voice like most autobiographies. We wanted all four of our voices to come across. So it's basically written like transcribed conversations.
Okay.
It's interesting because you get to see kind of how we remember stories or don't remember stories.
yeah, that's why my name isn't in it that much. Danny doesn't say much.
He was in the back of a cab thrown up at the time.
Yeah.
It was that kind of story, was it? Well, let's play another. We've got another song choice here for McFly. Take That, Million Love Songs.
Yes.
Oh, what a great I reckon it's one of the best songs ever written. I absolutely love this song.
The lyric as well.
It's just amazing.
It's an amazing lyric.
Is this one of those that you think, I wish I'd written that?
Yeah,
Okay.
definitely. I've always said this to my wife a lot as well. It's like, this is one song that I don't think people would expect. I did go, it slips people's minds, but I definitely wish I'd written this. It's amazing.
With this song as well, like if you just play it on a piano or an acoustic, it still sounds amazing.
Yeah.
And the first chords and the melody of this, when you play it, it's just so nice, isn't it?
So
Yeah.
moving.
It's wicked.
Yeah, I think it's a real test of a song, isn't it? If you can just sing it on your own, just you and a piano or just you and a guitar.
Is that how it starts for you guys?
Yeah, normally, yeah. Or most of our best songs kind of start like that, yeah.
Well, here we go. Million Love Songs. Take That. It's Magic Beats. Right, Magic on Sunday night, and obviously we've got Danny here, and we've got Harry here, and we've got Tom here, and Dougie as well. I mean, Dougie, in a way, you became this superstar.
Yeah.
After... yeah, I wish you could have seen the nonchalant move with his hand there. Yeah. Obviously through I'm a Celebrity, which is back on our screens now.
Yeah.
Did you? I mean, I loved watching you on it because it's like you didn't really give a monkeys for a lot of the time. Which I think that's probably why, in the nicest way, that's probably why you did quite well. You weren't trying to be too, look at me, look at me.
Yeah, I think someone said the other day it was cool because me and Harry didn't need to do those shows. The opportunity came up and we thought they'd be fun to do them. I did I'm a Celebrity because Harry was doing Strictly. And I had nothing better to do, really. So, but yeah, I'm really, really gutted that it's started now, and I'm gonna have to change my Twitter profile from King of the Jungle to like just Dougie now.
Previous.
And for you, Harry, you know, obviously the revelation that there you are, you're this incredible dancer. Did you know you're an incredible dancer?
No, that's why I'm laughing, because I know absolutely not. The only dancing I'd ever done was with these guys on tour, you know, when we're partying. With Danny, just literally messing around. So I'd really never danced in my life, so it was a complete revelation.
Did you love it?
I ended up absolutely loving it. Yeah, you do. You have to go through all the stress and frustration and hard work until you sort of start to understand it. It's all about understanding the dance as well. And everyone's so different, so I ended up completely falling in love with it, yeah. We're very grateful because that was such a special time for both of us, and I think all of us. And, you know, it couldn't have gone better, so we are genuinely grateful for that.
It was so exciting, like just for me and Danny being the outsiders and just going along each week and watching these guys. It was unbelievable, and seeing the response that people had, like in the public, because these guys I don't think, like Harry wouldn't have seen it because it's really intense, the work he has to do on Strictly, so he wouldn't have seen it so much. But when we were just out and about, I've never had so much support, people coming over, up to us in the street, and not McFly, not the typical McFly fans, but just people who love the shows. Yeah,
there's a certain amount of pressure as well, because you're sort of representing your band as well when you're there, so you're just thinking...
Flying the McFly flag.
Exactly, and Tom was the one who was really encouraging me to do Strictly, so I was thinking, well, if I do badly and if I'm a terrible dancer, it's your fault.
Well, let's play another tune. Look, we got Paul Simon, You Can Call Me Al, as your next choice. An amazing, groundbreaking record when it came out.
It's brilliant.
This is one where, like... Weren't we singing this on your stag do?
Yeah, we were. Yeah, we were. This is a classic song.
His music is just so fun, and it's got that festival feel about it when he plays it live. I think it's amazing.
Magic Meets Sunday night, and McFly have been our guests with some very entertaining stories. And what's interesting is how clearly tight you are as a bunch of mates and as a band as well, which is nice. Do you ever think? I'm asking this because I think you get unfairly labelled, that whole boy band thing, sort of an underrated band over the years. People have lumped you together with all kinds of other bands that someone else brings them a record, tell them what to wear, do these dance moves, and we'll make a video. And, you guys are so the opposite of that.
I think so in a way, but we have to be careful. We also have to remind ourselves of how lucky we are to still be going and have all the loyal support that we've had from all the fans. And the people that really matter are the fans, and they're the ones that know that everything comes from us. They're the ones that know that we write and that we play live, and it's all genuine, and that's why they buy into us so much, and that's why they've remained loyal. So it's important for us not to forget that. But at the same time, yes, it has been incredibly frustrating at times, and you feel like you're fighting a constant battle. But I think that battle can be won through longevity and, and just us doing what we do and sticking together. And but I think ultimately we just have to be appreciative for
I mean, what we do is one in a million, isn't it? We're so lucky to be doing the job that we do and having success, and still be having success nearly 10 years on. And so, it's really hard to, there can be frustrations, as there are in any kind of, any job, but it's, we're very, very lucky. And I think the older we get and the longer we continue to go on, the more appreciative we are of that.
Yeah.
Every time, I think we just have to take a step back. Like, we're about to tour next year again around the UK, and each tour, it's like, I can't believe 10 years on, you know, you look out at the crowds that are coming, like they still come and see us play. It's
But
amazing.
we've still got that hunger, and probably even more so now. And we've still got goals that we want to achieve. There's always the next thing. It's always the next thing. It's never.
Yeah,
we never
always-
sit back and go, right, we've done it.
What would you like to do? What
Well, we're
would be
always
the
as
ultimate?
excited as Danny said to go and work on new stuff, and we always feel that we're that one song away from, you know, breakthrough song, or one song away from becoming the biggest band in the world. That's ultimately what you have to strive for.
It's like
'cause
what every
otherwise what's
album,
the
every
point?
album's another chance to be the biggest band in the world. You know, that's you know, and that's, you know, some people can laugh when you say that, but it's, you know, it's not unrealistic. You know, it only takes one song.
People have often asked me what they think the secret of success is for successful music acts. And ultimately, I've always said it always comes down to great songs. But it's got to be at the end of the day. If you can hear a song, whether someone's alive, dead, whatever they look like, if it sounds good coming out of the radio, that's kind of how most people will hear a song. Absolutely. And what you've always done is come out with really great, catchy songs. I mean, Love Is Easy is another one of those, isn't it?
Yeah, I
It's
think that's
just
the thing
catchy.
we've not really done, because, you know, over the last few years, the last couple of albums, we've experimented a bit and done some, you know, worked with some different people, and not really, you know, I think what we've realised is we do have a sound, and when someone says, oh, it sounds like a McFly song, they think of things like All About You and Obviously and Stargirl and Five Colours in Her Hair, and we'd not done a song like that in a long time, and I think that's why what Love Is Easy is. It kind of goes back to, you know, what we feel we do best, I think.
Well, let's play it. Right, Love Is Easy, McFly, it's on Magic. Right, McFly, Love Is Easy. There's the new song. Fellas, thank you very much indeed for joining us.
Thanks for having
Thanks for
us.
having us.
Really lovely to chat. Best of luck. Will you be having Christmas off? Well,
Yes, we will. Yeah.
Yeah, well,
Well,
you're getting
I'm
married.
getting married. So
when are you getting married?
in December, right around Christmas.
Fantastic.
So,
Your birthday.
and it's my birthday.
Exciting time of
So
the
you're
year.
never going to be able to top this year, mate. And
No,
every
no,
year
no.
after this is going to be a downer.
I've genuinely
Remind
thought
him.
of that. So we, you know, at the end of the year, finish off with a nice, you know, bit of Strictly, went on tour, Tom's wedding, got engaged, amazing stag do, you know, singles out, great fun, wedding, birthday, Christmas. Might as well just stop now. How can you top that year? It's been incredible.
Oh, I tell you how. Baby next year. It always can get
But
better.
what about when you've had your babies?
And another one, and another one.
You better talk to Izzy about that.
Yeah.
Right, look, McFly, a pleasure. And
Thank you.
continue success. Great to see you.
Thank you
Thanks so
very
much.
You.